Beings of light. Today, we are going to explore a profound concept that may be invisibly affecting your journey. The law of attraction, although spoken of by many, still remains a mystery to many others. In a recent conversation with a man, he told me that he did not believe his thoughts could attract anything into his life. He believed that everything was a matter of luck, and that, in his life, bad luck always followed him. He felt as if everything he touched was doomed to failure, something he had already accepted as part of his reality. Whenever he started something new, he already knew in advance that nothing good would come of it, and he was convinced that nothing would change. This man, without realizing it, was offering a perfect example of the very law of attraction. He did not believe that his thoughts influenced his reality, yet at the same time, he was creating a vicious cycle where he always expected failure, and thus always experienced failure. He was, in fact, confirming the validity of the law of attraction without realizing it. What he always imagined would happen was exactly what occurred, and his vision of a world governed by bad luck was becoming his continuous reality. Ralph Waldo Emerson, a great thinker, once said, "The good news is that the moment you decide that what you know is more important than what you were taught to believe, you will have shifted gears in your pursuit of abundance." These words remind us that success comes from within us, not from outside. It is shaped by our belief in ourselves, by the confidence we have in our ability to achieve what we desire. Many times, we go through our spiritual journey practicing meditation, seeking wisdom, but if our mindset is not aligned with what we want to achieve, any external effort will be in vain. This man illustrates how fundamental mindset is. By constantly expecting things to go wrong, he was unknowingly affirming to the universe that this was what he wanted, or rather, what he thought he deserved. What we need to learn here is that our thoughts, when not directed toward the positive and the possible, become an invisible barrier to our achievements. True transformation begins when we decide to change our mindset and start believing that what is inside us is more important than what we have been taught or imposed upon us as truth. Internal change is the key to changing our reality. This is a great lesson on how thoughts influence everything around us. When you begin to understand the power of your mind, you start shaping your own reality according to your deepest beliefs. And by doing so, you begin to pave the way for an abundance that once seemed distant. If you want to see this transformation in your life, the first step is to align your thoughts with your intentions and believe in your own power to create and attract what you desire. Stay with me, as there is still much more to explore about how you can use the law of attraction to your advantage. Let's continue this journey together. Now that we understand how an individual's mindset can affect their reality, let's delve deeper into the importance of unwavering faith in oneself and how this is a crucial factor in attracting success and abundance. Believing in oneself and in one's own success is something that successful people have in common. They do not worry about small obstacles, stumbles, or failures that may arise along the way because they know these challenges are only temporary and are part of the process. They keep their focus on the final goal, always believing that they will achieve success regardless of the difficulties that may appear. The difference between someone who firmly believes in their success and someone who believes in failure is immense. What happens to a person focused on failure is simple. They unconsciously attract what they fear. Negative thoughts and the expectation of failure form a self-fulfilling prophecy. The person who constantly sees themselves as a failure begins to act according to this thought pattern, and then the cycle perpetuates itself. What they think and feel permeates all their actions, creating the perfect scenario for what they most fear. On the other hand, a person who believes in success creates a completely different reality. They may go through difficulties, but their focus is always on the final goal, and they see failures and obstacles as opportunities for learning and growth. This happens because their mindset is aligned with their desire for success, and they do not allow the difficulties that arise to make them doubt their ability to achieve what they want. This mindset, this unwavering confidence, attracts the right opportunities and circumstances for success to happen, because they are tuned in to the frequency of what they desire. Many times, what we perceive as bad luck or failure is actually the reflection of a negative mindset. If you constantly believe that nothing will work out for you, that is exactly what you will attract. People around you perceive this energy and unconsciously start acting according to what you believe about yourself. If you radiate an energy of failure, the opportunities and people who enter your life will also be aligned with that energy, creating a cycle of negativity. What is crucial to understand is that everything that happens in your life is a manifestation of what you believe and expect. This does not mean that if you adopt a positive mindset and start believing in success, everything will be easy or instant. But it does mean that by aligning your thoughts with success, opportunities will begin to arise, and you will be guided in the right direction. True change happens when you deeply believe that you are capable of achieving your dreams, and from that, your actions and decisions align with this belief. Ideas and plans for success naturally emerge when we are in a positive mental state. When we are discouraged or in a state of disbelief, our minds become blocked and unable to generate the creative ideas that could lead us to success. True creativity and good ideas flow when we are in harmony with our vision and our belief that we can achieve something great. So, if you want to succeed, the first change you need to make is to believe in your own success. Without this belief, it will be much more difficult to reach your goals. Now that we have explored how mindset shapes our reality and the importance of believing in one's own success, let's dive into how we can immerse ourselves in the fluidity of the law of attraction and fully align it with our deepest desires. The law of attraction is constantly in operation, whether we are aware of it or not. The great secret to harnessing it is to become a conscious channel for its creative forces, allowing yourself to flow with this energy instead of resisting it. When you are in sync with the law of attraction, life begins to look different, more aligned with your dreams and goals. Resistance to the law of attraction occurs when we ignore its workings or try to go against it, without realizing that we are creating frictions that push us away from what we desire. Resistance often comes from limiting beliefs or a scarcity mindset, where we believe we do not deserve success or that opportunities are rare. This type of thinking creates a mental barrier that blocks the natural flow of the law of attraction. But when we begin to understand how it works and open ourselves to its possibilities, doors begin to open. The key is to connect with the flow of the law of attraction and allow it to bring you experiences, people, and circumstances that resonate with your vision and energy. Just as rivers flow according to the natural currents of the earth, your thoughts also flow in a direction that can attract what you are mentally and emotionally aligned with. If you are vibrating with thoughts of confidence, courage, strength, and success, you will begin to attract similar thoughts, people who share that energy, and situations that align with those vibrations. On the other hand, if you are focused on failure, lack, and fear, you will attract more of those experiences into your life. Therefore, it is essential to choose your thoughts carefully, as they are the foundation for what you will attract. Now, I would love to know, have you ever noticed how your thoughts may have shaped your experiences? How have you used the law of attraction in your life? Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's continue exploring together how we can use this powerful tool to create the life of our dreams. Remember, The universe is waiting to dance with you. Just align with it and start flowing.